Across our planet, hidden beneath layers of dust and time, lie the fragments of forgotten worlds. Echoes of ingenuity, whispers of advanced knowledge, and tantalizing hints of civilizations far more complex than our conventional histories suggest. These are not mere ruins, they are questions cast in stone, carved in metal, or penned in scripts we cannot comprehend. They challenge the very bedrock of our understanding, forcing us to confront a past that refuses to be neatly categorized. What if the narratives we hold so dear are incomplete? What if monumental achievements predated what we believe possible? Consider the established timeline, agricultural revolution, then settled communities, then complex structures. A progression. An evolution. Yet, certain discoveries shatter this linear comfort, pushing back the boundaries of innovation by millennia. They emerge from the earth, silent witnesses to an era we barely grasp, prompting radical re-evaluations of human capacity. How do we reconcile advanced engineering with societies thought to be primitive? What kind of knowledge was lost, only to be unearthed, piece by perplexing piece, thousands of years later? This is not just history, it's a redefinition of what history truly means. Our journey begins with a book. Not just any book, but one that has defied linguists, cryptographers, and historians for over 6 centuries. It is known as the Voynich manuscript. 240 vellum pages, filled with ornate illustrations of unknown plants, celestial diagrams, and bathing women, all accompanied by a script that remains utterly unreadable. A language without a parallel. A message never delivered. Its very existence is a paradox, a physical artifact demanding interpretation, yet offering no key. What secrets does this enigmatic volume hold? Or is the secret its very enigma? Radiocarbon dating places its creation firmly in the early 15th century, specifically between 1404 and 1438. An era of burgeoning exploration and scientific inquiry. Yet, the Voynich text offers no anchor to any known language family. Its characters are unique, its syntax baffling. Over 170,000 individual characters, meticulously penned. Is it a lost universal language? A sophisticated cipher? Or perhaps, the most elaborate hoax in history? The sheer dedication to its creation hints at something profound, something meant to be hidden or only understood by a select few. The paper trail ends with its rediscovery in 1912. One of the manuscript's most striking sections is dedicated to its botanical illustrations. Hundreds of unique plant drawings. Plants that simply do not exist in any known flora. They feature roots, leaves, and flowers that defy biological classification. Are these fanciful creations? Medicinal plants from a continent unknown to 15th century Europe? Or symbolic representations of something else entirely? The specificity of the drawings, coupled with their utter strangeness, deepens the mystery. A botanical encyclopedia of an impossible world. A world that exists only within its vellum pages. Beyond the perplexing plants, the Voynich manuscript plunges into the celestial. Astronomical diagrams, some recognizable, others utterly alien. Sun, moon, stars, yes, but arranged in constellations and orbits that do not align with 15th century astronomy. Or any astronomy we know. Followed by cosmological foldouts, intricate and grand, depicting what appear to be microcosmic and macrocosmic systems. What kind of advanced astronomical understanding did its creator possess? Or, more unsettlingly, are these maps of a different sky? A different universe, perhaps, observed from a perspective long forgotten? The manuscript also features a significant balneological section, depicting naked women bathing in complex pipe systems and pools. Are these allegorical? Ritualistic? Or diagrams related to health and hygiene practices far beyond the understanding of its contemporary era? The women are often depicted interacting with strange, often star-like or organic forms. Their poses suggest both mundane activity and symbolic significance. It's another layer of the enigma. Human figures, yet within an otherworldly context. Who were these people? What were their rituals? And how do they connect to the cosmic and botanical wonders? The primary theories regarding the Voynich text generally fall into two camps. It's either a cipher of a known language, or an actual, unique language. Computational analysis shows statistical patterns similar to natural languages, with distinct word lengths and frequencies. But all attempts to match it to historical ciphers, substitution, polyalphabetic, or transposition, have failed. Its structure is too complex, too consistent, yet too alien. This isn't random gibberish. This is structured. But structured to what end? A language designed to be unlearnable? For over 600 years, the Voynich manuscript has held its peace, refusing to surrender its meaning. It is a testament to persistent human curiosity, yet also a symbol of profound intellectual defeat. Each attempted decipherment, each new theory, only adds another layer to its impenetrable aura. This isn't just a book, it's a profound challenge to our collective intelligence. An artifact from a mind, or minds, so advanced in their encryption, or so unique in their linguistic creation, that they remain beyond our grasp. The ultimate ancient secret, forever on the verge of revelation, yet perpetually out of reach. We turn now to a place where monumental architecture predates civilization itself, Göbekli Tepe in southeastern Turkey. Discovered in the mid-1990s, this site rewrote the narrative of human development. Prior to Göbekli Tepe, permanent settlements and agriculture were believed to precede complex monumental construction. Yet, here stand massive carved stone pillars, forming vast circular enclosures, dating back to 9600 to 7500 BC. No evidence of permanent dwellings. Only ceremonial structures. It's a cathedral built by hunter-gatherers. A profound anomaly. A silent challenge to archaeological dogma. The implications of Göbekli Tepe are staggering. Its earliest layers are roughly 6,000 years older than Stonehenge and 7,000 years older than the Egyptian pyramids. It belongs to the pre-pottery Neolithic A period, an era when humans were thought to be small, mobile bands. Yet, these bands organized complex projects requiring thousands of laborious pillars, some over 5.5 meters tall, weighing 10 to 20 tons, were quarried, transported, and erected. This wasn't primitive work. This was sophisticated, collective engineering on an unprecedented scale. Before the wheel. Before writing. Before settled life. How? The signature features of Göbekli Tepe are its massive T-shaped limestone pillars. Abstracted human forms. Often carved with detailed reliefs of animals, snakes, foxes, wild boars, birds of prey. These aren't just decorative, they're symbolic. Totemic, perhaps. Protecting, or representing, something vital. The arrangement of these pillars within the circular enclosures suggests astronomical alignments, or perhaps a complex mythological narrative we can only guess at. Each pillar a silent sentinel, bearing witness to rituals we cannot fathom, beliefs long since vanished into the dust from which they were re-emerged. With no clear evidence of habitation, no hearths, no domestic waste, the prevailing theory posits Göbekli Tepe as a purely ceremonial or ritualistic center. A place of pilgrimage. A prototemple complex. Its construction may have even driven the agricultural revolution rather than being a result of it. The need to feed large numbers of laborious during construction could have spurred systematic food production. A profound reversal of cause and effect. Did belief systems, spiritual needs, compel humanity to innovate on such a scale, ultimately forging the very foundations of civilization? Perhaps the most puzzling aspect of Göbekli Tepe is its deliberate burial. After centuries of use, perhaps millennia, the entire site was intentionally backfilled and covered. Not destroyed, but carefully preserved beneath tons of earth. Why? Was it to protect it? To consecrate it? Or was it to hide a knowledge deemed too dangerous, too sacred, or simply no longer relevant to a changing world? A silent farewell from its creators. This act of burial is as mysterious as its construction, leaving us with a meticulously preserved, yet deeply veiled, testament to a lost belief system. Our next enigma emerges not from ancient stone, but from the depths of the Aegean Sea, the Antikythera mechanism. Discovered in 1901 by sponge divers in a Roman shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera, this device rewrites the history of technology. Dating to roughly 205 BC, this isn't just an artifact, it's an analog computer. Bronze gears, dials, and inscriptions. A level of mechanical sophistication not seen again for over 1,000 years. Its discovery shattered the notion of ancient Greek technological limitations. A lost chapter of human genius, sunk beneath the waves. The Antikythera mechanism contains over 30 intricate bronze gears, each precisely cut and interconnected. It was designed to predict astronomical positions, solar and lunar eclipses, and even the dates of ancient athletic games like the Olympiad. Its complexity is astounding, featuring differential gearing, a concept previously thought to originate in the 16th century AD. This device is a staggering 1,500 years ahead of its time. How could such intricate knowledge disappear? What catastrophic events led to the loss of this unparalleled engineering prowess? Its existence questions the very narrative of progress. Its function was to serve as a cosmic calendar and calculator. The front face showed the zodiac and solar calendar, while the back dials traced the Saros and Metonic cycles for predicting eclipses and lunar phases. This wasn't merely a decorative item. This was a functional instrument, essential for understanding the heavens. Its precision, the mathematical understanding it embodies, speaks to a scientific tradition that rivaled, and in some way surpassed, anything seen for centuries afterward. A lost science, contained within a fragmented relic. Who were its creators, and what other wonders did they craft? The Antikythera mechanism poses a fundamental question: how much ancient Greek technological knowledge was lost? For nearly a millennium, there's no record of comparable complexity. This suggests either a singular genius, a one-off invention, or the fragment of a much larger, more advanced scientific tradition that simply vanished. We lost the knowledge of how to build such devices. The skill, the engineering principles. It wasn't until the 14th century in Europe that clocks of similar intricacy began to appear. A technological dark age for over 1,000 years, a stark reminder of humanity's fragility. The mechanism was found in 82 corroded fragments, making its reconstruction a monumental archaeological and engineering challenge. Its original dimensions were roughly 33 cm x 19 cm x 10 cm. Imagine a showbox-sized device capable of performing calculations that would astound scientists millennia later. Its context in a Roman shipwreck, alongside Greek statues and amphorae, suggests it was looted treasure, perhaps heading to Rome. A casualty of maritime commerce, or war. Its journey abruptly ended, leaving its secrets buried, waiting for discovery, for over 2,000 years. A silent testament to a lost world. From the depths of the sea, we turn to the vastness of global mapping. The Piri Reis map, compiled in 1513 by Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis, is a cartographic masterpiece. It depicts the western coast of Africa, the eastern coast of South America, and, most controversially, the northern coast of Antarctica. A continent not officially discovered until 1820. Furthermore, the map shows this Antarctic coastline without ice. A landmass that has been under ice for millions of years. This map isn't just old, it's an impossible anomaly, a challenge to known geography and exploration. Piri Reis himself stated his map was compiled from 20 source maps, some dating back to the time of Alexander the Great. Imagine, maps from antiquity, somehow preserving knowledge of landmasses thousands of years before their discovery. If these ancient maps did depict Antarctica, it implies an incredibly advanced global survey capability from a civilization lost to time. Not just simple sailing charts, but accurate projections of continental coastlines. Who possessed this knowledge? What ships sailed these primordial seas? the sources remain the key to unlock this profound geographical puzzle. The depiction of an ice-free northern Antarctic coast is perhaps the most contentious detail. Geological evidence suggests that this region has been covered by ice for at least several million years. For a civilization to have mapped it without ice, they would have had to exist at a time when Earth's climate was vastly different, or possess technology to map subglacial topography. Both scenarios are mind-boggling. Are we looking at evidence of a pre-human, or utterly unknown, civilization with unimaginable capabilities? Or is it simply a cartographic error, a misplaced landmass? While the Antarctic aspect garners the most attention, the Piri Reis map also displays remarkably accurate depictions of the South American coastline, especially its eastern bulge. This level of precision for a 1513 map, predating extensive European exploration and surveying, is remarkable. It hints at data gathered by experienced navigators, not mere guesswork. What voyages charted these distant lands so accurately, long before Columbus or Magellan? The map offers both compelling detail and perplexing inconsistencies, a tapestry of known geography woven with impossible insights. The map was found in 1929 in the library of the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul. A rediscovery that shook the academic world. Its authentication was swift, its implications profound. Yet, despite decades of study, no consensus has been reached on its most controversial aspects. Is it a testament to a global catastrophe that erased advanced civilizations and their knowledge? A relic of a golden age, now forgotten? Or a masterful compilation by Piri Reis himself, using unknown but contemporary sources, misinterpreting some? The map demands an answer, but its silence is absolute, challenging our historical certainty. What emerges from these four distinct enigmas, the Voynich manuscript, Göbekli Tepe, the Antikythera mechanism, and the Piri Reis map, is a disconcerting pattern. Each discovery presents us technological or the knowledge ceiling that shatters our established timeline. Each suggests a level of sophistication, an understanding of the world, that should not have existed when it did. We are not talking about isolated anomalies, but recurring instances where the past dramatically outperforms our expectations. For each mystery, the missing link is the knowledge itself. With the Voynich, it's the linguistic key. With Göbekli Tepe, the societal impetus and engineering know-how for such early monumentalism. With Antikythera, the lost lineage of mechanical genius. With Piri Reis, the original source maps and the global cartographic capability they imply. What processes led to such profound gaps? Wars? Cataclysms? Deliberate destruction? Or perhaps a cyclical nature of human development, where knowledge is gained, lost, and painfully rediscovered across millennia? These discoveries compel us to consider a different kind of ancient humanity. Not merely primitive, struggling for survival, but capable of abstract thought, complex organization, and profound scientific or spiritual insight. Perhaps not uniformly, but certainly in isolated pockets. Did these pockets of advanced understanding flourish briefly, then recede? Was there a selective memory to human history, preserving only what fit a certain narrative, while discarding the inconvenient truths that challenged it? The evidence, though fragmented, carries immense weight. The carbon dating of the Voynich, the stratigraphy of Göbekli Tepe, the intricate gearing of Antikythera, the geographical details of Piri Reis. These are not speculative theories, these are tangible artifacts, measurable facts. They exist. And their existence demands an explanation that current historical models struggle to provide. It forces a tension between what we believe we know and what the physical world undeniably presents to us. A tension that sparks new questions, new avenues of inquiry. We stand at a crossroads. On one side, conventional archaeology, attempting to fit these anomalies into existing frameworks, often with forced explanations or downplaying their more radical implications. On the other, the growing radical interpretations, suggesting lost civilizations, ancient astronauts, or cyclical dark ages. The truth likely lies somewhere in between, but the sheer volume and complexity of these unsolved discoveries demand more than comfortable assumptions. They demand open minds and a willingness to challenge long-held paradigms. No easy answers. Only deeper questions. The passage of millennia acts as a profound veil, obscuring not just structures and artifacts, but entire frameworks of thought. How many other Voynich manuscripts remain unread, undiscovered? How many Göbekli Tepe complexes lie buried, awaiting the archaeologist's shovel? How many Antikythera mechanisms lie at the bottom of the sea? And what other maps, like Piri Reis, hold clues to a geography we no longer recognize? The answers are not easily given. The veil remains. But the tantalizing glimpses through it are enough to fuel a relentless quest for truth. Ultimately, these mysteries force us to re-evaluate the true capacity of ancient humanity. Were we, as a species, always capable of more than we assumed? Was the darkness of prehistory merely our lack of sufficient illumination? The implications are vast, extending beyond mere historical revision. They touch upon philosophy, anthropology, even our understanding of intelligence itself. The silent artifacts speak volumes about abilities forgotten, knowledge suppressed, or civilization simply erased by the relentless march of time and geological change. We are only just beginning to listen. What if the ground beneath our feet, the oceans that cradle our continents, hold not just ruins, but entire libraries of lost information? Not parchment, but patterns in stone, in metal, in forgotten astronomical alignments. Each segment of this ancient puzzle hints at a global tapestry far richer and more intricate than currently accepted. A hidden history, waiting for its full revelation. The deeper we dig, the more we find not answers, but profound questions. Questions that resonate with the very origins of our civilization. What truly lies beneath? As technology advances, so too does our ability to uncover these buried truths. Satellite imagery, LiDAR scans, deep-sea submersibles, new tools are constantly revealing what was once invisible. We are entering an age where the Earth itself is becoming transparent, yielding its long-held secrets. It's not a matter of if or more such anomalies will be found, but when and how often. Each new find will chip away at our comfortable assumptions, forcing us to build a more complex, more accurate, and ultimately, more fascinating picture of humanity's true journey. The Voynich manuscript, Göbekli Tepe, the Antikythera mechanism, the Piri Reis map, these are not just isolated curiosities. They are foundational challenges. They are the enduring enigmas that demand a profound shift in perspective. They tell us that history is not a settled narrative but a living, evolving mystery, constantly reshaped by what lies just beneath the surface. The answers, perhaps, are less important than the questions themselves, for it is in the asking that we truly expand the boundaries of human knowledge and imagination. For centuries, we've pieced together a story of incremental progress, of slow, painful ascent from primitive beginnings. But what if that story is far richer, far more cyclical, punctuated by periods of brilliance and catastrophic decline? What if pockets of forgotten genius illuminated fleeting moments, leaving behind only these perplexing echoes? These discoveries aren't just about ancient people, they're about us. They reflect our own capacity for innovation, our own potential for both grand achievement and profound forgetfulness. A mirror reflecting a complex, enigmatic past and an uncertain, equally mysterious future. So, who were the architects of these impossible structures, the scribes of these unreadable texts, the engineers of these unimaginable machines, the cartographers of these forgotten lands? Were they human? Or something else entirely? The truth, however unsettling, demands our continued investigation. Because until these mysteries are solved, until the full scope of their implications is understood, the true history of our world, and the identity of its most remarkable inhabitants, will remain shrouded. Waiting for us to finally unveil the unseen architects of our past. Despite endless theories, the Voynich manuscript remains a defiant testament to an unknown language or code. Its 240 vellum pages, brimming with bizarre botany and cosmic charts, continue to whisper secrets no one can hear. A solitary voice from the 15th century, encoded against time itself. Each attempt at decryption hits a wall of consistent, yet alien, structure. The manuscript endures, not as a solved puzzle, but as a perpetual challenge, ensuring its place as perhaps the world's most mysterious book, its meaning perpetually just beyond our grasp. Göbekli Tepe continues to reshape our understanding of early human civilization. Dating back 11,600 years, its monumental scale and sophisticated carvings prove hunter-gatherers were capable of complex societal organization and grand architectural ambition long before agriculture. It wasn't merely a settlement, it was a sacred landscape, a place of profound belief. And its deliberate burial, a final act of respect or concealment, leaves us with the ultimate question: what was so important here that it had to be built with such effort, and then so carefully, irrevocably hidden? The Antikythera mechanism stands as a breathtaking echo of lost Hellenistic science. Its 30-plus bronze gears, predicting cosmic movements with astonishing accuracy, represent a technological peak unmatched for over a millennium. It's not just a device, it's a portal to an ancient world brimming with intellectual curiosity and engineering prowess that we are only now beginning to fathom. How many other such wonders remain submerged, buried, or simply lost to the ravages of time? Its very existence forces us to rewrite the narrative of technological progress. And the Piri Reis map, with its impossible depiction of an ice-free Antarctica long before official discovery, persists as a cartographic marvel. It challenges our understanding of ancient geographical knowledge and global exploration. Was it based on ancient maps from a lost, advanced civilization? Or did cartographers possess methods of information gathering we simply don't understand? The map remains a tantalizing glimpse into a hidden past, a world that refuses to conform to our tidy historical boxes, leaving us with a true map to the impossible. These four enigmas, among countless others, are not mere footnotes in history. They are the blazing signposts pointing towards a different truth. A truth that suggests a much richer, more complex, and perhaps more humbling story of humanity's journey. The search for answers continues, fueled by curiosity and driven by the unwavering belief that the past, however deeply buried or cleverly obscured, will eventually yield its secrets. And with each revelation, our own understanding of who we are, and what we are capable of, expands. The unraveling has only just begun.